Welcome back, everyone. We've got an absolutely fantastic explainer lined up for you today. We're jumping right back into our Science for Beginners cosmic adventure. Now, if you've been following along with us, you already know our amazing team of space explorers. We've got Nova the Fox, Cosmo the Robot, Puffy the Cloud, and Stella the Star. They've already checked out giant Jupiter, fancy Saturn, and of course, our awesome Earth. But today? Well, today they are embarking on a really hot adventure. We're heading straight toward the center of our solar system to explore Mercury, the speedy planet of extreme temperatures. Let's get right into it.
So as our team is looking back at their journey so far, Nova the Fox gets hit with a seriously fascinating question. We all know Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, right? So naturally, you'd probably think it's just this incredibly hot, scorched rock all the time. But actually, that's the big mystery. Nova wants to know, why in the world is Mercury incredibly hot during the day, but then absolutely freezing cold at night? It seems like a massive planetary contradiction, doesn't it?
Well, Puffy the Cloud, who is always ready with a bit of humor, has a super simple hypothesis for this. Puffy says, easy, Mercury forgot to buy an air conditioner, which honestly would explain a lot. But our logic expert Cosmo the Robot quickly steps in and points out that, nope, that is definitely not how planets work. And just like that, Stella the Star activates the adventure portal. Sparkling starlight totally fills the sky, and our team is off to find the real scientific answer.
The portal spits our explorers out right near the sun, and right away, they spot Mercury just racing along its orbit. Now, Mercury actually holds two major records in our cosmic neighborhood. It is both the fastest and the smallest planet in our entire solar system. Nova is just completely blown away by how incredibly fast it's moving. Puffy even jokes that the planet must be running late for something.
As this tiny little gray planet zooms past them, it practically yells out, "Catch me if you can," small but speedy. It has this really wild, energetic personality. Cosmo confirms what Nova is seeing too. The planet really is tiny. It's compact, it's gray, and man, it is absolutely tearing through space.
Okay, so here's the first big piece of the puzzle, understanding just how intense it is to be this close to the sun. As the team moves in closer, the sunlight gets blindingly bright. Puffy even starts complaining that his eyebrows are melting off. Cosmo explains that because Mercury gets so much direct, intense sunlight, those daytime temperatures skyrocket to a melting 430 degrees Celsius. To put that in perspective for those of us using Fahrenheit, you're looking at about 800 degrees. But here is where things get really wild. Suddenly, Mercury rotates, and our team finds themselves on the dark side of the planet, totally facing away from the sun. All that intense heat just vanishes, and they are plunged into this deep cold. The contrast is staggering. We're talking about one side of the planet being hot enough to instantly bake a batch of cookies, while the other side is cold enough to deep freeze ice cream.
Nova is shivering, completely confused about what just happened. Cosmo reveals the actual nighttime temperature, and it is a shocker. It drops all the way down to minus 180 degrees Celsius, which is minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit. Just think about that massive swing for a second. That is a temperature fluctuation of over 600 degrees Celsius in a single planetary day. Talk about an environment of absolute extremes.
This incredible temperature drop completely throws Nova for a loop. Channeling the exact same curiosity we're all feeling right now, Nova asks the million-dollar question: why doesn't Mercury stay warm at night? I mean, if it spends its whole day soaking up 430-degree heat from a giant star right next door, shouldn't those rocks hold on to at least a little bit of that heat when the sun goes down?
The answer actually comes down to something we totally take for granted here on Earth. Cosmo hits the nail on the head by defining it for us. An atmosphere is the layer of gases surrounding a planet. Stella the Star jumps in and explains that Earth's atmosphere works perfectly like a protective, cozy blanket. It traps the warmth from the sun during the day, and it holds on to it super tightly at night, which is exactly what keeps our global temperatures nice and stable. And this is exactly what Mercury is missing. To brilliantly illustrate this, Stella sets up a clever little experiment for Nova. She takes 2 cups of warm water. She wraps one of them securely in a thick blanket, and she leaves the other one completely exposed to the cold air. After a little while, Nova checks on them. The covered cup is still nice and warm, but the exposed cup, completely cold. Because Mercury has almost no atmosphere, meaning no protective blanket, the second the sun sets, all that intense daytime heat just instantly escapes right back out into the vacuum of space. I absolutely love how Puffy summarizes this whole complex astrophysical concept. Looking out at the freezing dark side of the planet, Puffy just states, Mercury needs a giant space blanket.
It is so relatable, pretty funny, and honestly 100% scientifically accurate. Because without that gaseous blanket to trap the heat in, Mercury is completely at the mercy of space's freezing temperatures every single night.
But temperature is not the only extreme thing about Mercury. Let's pivot for a second to another wild mystery, its super speedy orbit. Like Nova noticed earlier, Mercury moves really fast around the sun. Because it's so close to the sun's massive gravitational pull, it literally has to travel that fast just to avoid being pulled in. Cosmo explains that one entire year on Mercury, meaning the time it takes to complete one full circle around the sun, takes only 88 Earth days. Puffy gets super excited about this, realizing he could celebrate 4 birthdays every single Earth year. Although, as Cosmo very dryly points out, that is not how birthdays work.
Okay, get ready for one of the most mind-bending cosmic facts in our entire solar system. A day on Mercury is actually longer than a year on Mercury. Just let that sink in for a second. How is that even possible? Well, Cosmo breaks it down. While Mercury orbits the sun very quickly, zooming all the way around in just 88 days, it rotates on its own axis incredibly slowly. It spins so slowly, in fact, that it takes longer for the planet to complete one full rotation, which is a single day, than it does to run a whole lap around the sun.
Can you even imagine trying to keep a schedule there? Puffy reacts exactly how any of us would, calling it the most confusing calendar ever. He points out that if he lived on Mercury, he'd literally need 2 separate closets, one for summer clothes and one for winter clothes. And because of those wild temperature swings and the weird timeline, he'd need to use them every single day. It really just puts into perspective how unique and bizarre the mechanics of our neighboring planets truly are.
Now, if you want to experience a tiny fraction of what Mercury goes through, you can actually try this interactive hot and cold surface test right at home. It's super easy. You just need a sunny outdoor spot, a shaded spot, and 2 identical objects, like maybe 2 dark-colored rocks. Just place one rock directly in the sunlight and place the other one in the shade. Wait about 15 to 20 minutes, and then carefully feel the difference in their temperatures. Just like Nova realizes on our adventure, direct sunlight makes a huge difference. Now imagine that on Mercury, without a thick atmosphere to move the heat around, that difference between sun and shade is just amplified to an absolute cosmic extreme. As Stella wisely notes, even the smallest planet can teach us some really big lessons. Let's do a quick recap of what our fantastic team discovered today. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun and the smallest in our solar system. It gets absolutely blasted with 430 degrees Celsius heat during the day, but plummets to minus 180 degrees at night, entirely because it lacks an atmospheric blanket to trap that heat. And to top the whole shebang off, it zips around the sun in just 88 days, making a single day longer than its entire year. I'd say this mission is officially complete. But, as every great explorer knows, answering one question usually just leads right to another. Nova has totally figured out Mercury, but leaves us with a massive cliffhanger. Think about this. If Mercury is so incredibly hot because it's the closest planet to the sun, then why is Venus, the second planet from the sun, which is much farther away, actually even hotter than Mercury? Now, Puffy says that's impossible, but Cosmo confirms it is entirely true. So what could possibly make Venus the hottest, angriest planet in the solar system? Well, you are just going to have to join us for our next explainer to find out. Thanks so much for joining me on this incredible cosmic adventure today. Keep that curiosity alive, and I'll see you next time.